Passive verb forms. There are several reasons as to why we use the passive voice in English. In the following notes, we're going to focus on the present simple, present continuous, present perfect, past simple, and future simple. 5 of the most used tenses, both active and passive, in English. Generally, we use the passive voice in English when the subject of the sentence has the action done to it or performed on it. Besides the above, a main rule, these are the following rules for the correct passive usage in English. 1. The subject is unknown. We don't know who or what is the subject. 2. We use the passive to put emphasis on the subject. 3. We use the passive to talk about general truths. 4. We use the passive if we want to be unclear or vague about the subject. 5. We use the passive when the subject is irrelevant. We don't care who or what has caused the action to be. 6. We use the passive in a more formal or official atmosphere like a thesis or an important piece of writing, especially scientific related. Present simple, passive. Rule: am, is, or are plus past participle, worked or needed, for example. Madrid is a city visited by many tourists each year. It's said that Madrid is a fantastic city with loads of great museums and picturesque moments. Lots of fantastic things are said about Madrid, the capital of Spain. Madrid is a city with great history going back more than 1,000 years, and due to archaeological finds and history books, a lot of historical fact is known about this great capital city. Analysis. 1. Madrid is a city visited. The passive construction here is plus visited, which is the past participle. The passive voice is being used here to put emphasis on the subject, Madrid. 2. It's said that is plus said, which is the past participle. The passive is used to be unclear about who is the person talking about Madrid. It's irrelevant who he, she is, so therefore the passive is used. 3. A lot of historical fact is known. Is plus known is the passive construction being used. Emphasis is being put on historical fact. Present continuous, passive. Rule: am, is, or are plus being plus past participle. Told, received, etc. Today, I am being led on an excursion around London as part of a tour guide. Do you think I'll enjoy it? Yeah, absolutely. London is a beautiful city. It's being continuously visited by thousands of tourists each year. So that must mean it's a very popular place to see. I agree. How long, though, has it been inhabited for? Well, historians estimate that it has been inhabited for over 2,000 years. The Romans called it Londinium. It had a great port with lots of trade. Even to this very day, London is being inhabited and visited by millions of people. Analysis. I am being led is an action happening in the future, but the present continuous, passive, is used because it's an action in the near future. 2. It's being continuously visited. We can use the present continuous, here in the passive, to talk about permanent or temporary states. Present perfect, passive. Rule: Have has plus been plus past participle, worked or needed, etc. Hi David, how's your studying going for the final thesis? Hey Gemma, it's going great thanks, although many hours have been spent on the thesis. It's been super tiresome, all the more. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that for a second. How many hours would you say have been put into your studies this year? At least 15 hours per week have been put into it. That's quite a lot. Yes, definitely. Many students have been told that if they want to get a good result in the final thesis, then it's necessary to put in the hours. I agree. Do you think any of the students have been overworked, though? I do think so, yes. Anyhow, let me know how it goes. Shall do. Thanks. Analysis. Although is a very popular conjunction to show a contrast between two clauses, usually one clause being negative and the other clause being positive. 2. Spent is the past participle of spend. 3. Put into is a phrasal verb literally meaning insert or exert. 4. Have been told is the passive construction and told is the past participle. 5. Though can be inserted or put into the ends of questions to add a subtle change in nuance. 6. I do think so. Here, do is used as a way of adding emphasis. Instead of saying, I think so, emphasis is added by adding the auxiliary in ordinary verb do. 7. Shall do is a form of ellipsis. It's a short way of saying, I shall let you know how it goes.